What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, let me say it straight. This channel is built for one thing and one thing only: finding the best value in the over 1.5 goals market. And I know everybody says that, but we actually do it differently. We do not just throw picks at you and hope we price the games like a bookmaker should price them. So before we talk about today's picks, let me explain the simple idea that makes this channel dangerous. We use a model that outputs a probability. That is just a fancy way of saying a percent chance. How often? We believe over 1.5 goals will land in that match. Then we convert that probability into what we call fair odds. Fair odds means the true price with no bookie margin, no hedge for the sportsbook, just a clean number. Here is the easiest example in the world. If something has an 80% chance to happen, the fair odds are 1 divided by 0.80, which equals 1.25. That means if a bookmaker offers you 1.25, that is basically the true price, no value for you, no value for them, just fair. But if the bookmaker offers you 1.35 or 1.40, now you are getting paid more than you should for the same chance of winning. That is value. That is how long-term winners think and listen. Anyone can win on a random day, but the people who survive in this game are the ones who consistently get value. So today I'm giving you 7 over 1.5 picks, and these are not just likely picks. These are value picks, and I want you to do something for me today. As you watch this video, don't just copy the picks and disappear. Actually listen to the logic. Because when you understand the logic, I will start spotting value even without me. Alright, let's lock in. Every pick today is over 1.5 goals. And a quick reminder, over 1.5 means we need 2 total goals in the match. 1-1-2-0, 2-1-3-0. Anything like that, we not need a crazy scoreline. We just need the match to breathe. Now let's go game by game. Pick 1, Spain, La Liga, Elche, Sevilla, model 80%, fair odds 1.25, bookie odds around 1.37. So right away you see what is, the bookie is paying above fair price. That means value. Now let's tall. Kvib Elche is no tadium that can just sit in a shell for 90 minutes and expect nothing to happen. Their games have enough chaos. They concede chances. They also have moments going forward. Sevilla area club with quality. Even when they are not perfect, the La Liga is one of those leagues where people always assume it is low scoring, but that is exactly why the over 1.5 market can be mispriced, because public perception is stuck in the past. They still think every La Liga game is 1-0. This is the type of match where one goal changes everything. If Sevilla score first, Elche have to open up. If Elche score first, Sevilla push harder, and the game opens up. Either way, once the first goal and the second goal becomes so much more likely. This is why I love over 1.5. It is not a miracle bet, it's a game state bet. We're betting on the match having at least one moment where it breaks open. So Elche Sevilla over 1.5, we take the value, and we move on. Pick 2, Turkey Super League. Goztepe's Rizespor, model 85%. Fair odds 1.18, bookie odds around 1.36. Now this is where I start smiling, because that gap is big and you do not get gaps like this every day. Turkey is one of my favorite places to shop for over 1.5 value because games are emotional. Fans push the tempo, teams take risks, and the League of 10 produce momentum's wings. Rizespor are no tadium that just parks the bus and prays. They can score, they can also concede. That is exactly what we want. And Goztepe usually play with more intent. They want the result, they want to control, but controlling does not mean 0-0. Controlling means they attack more. The way I picture this match is simple. Even if the first half is tense, once the first goal and the second goal is right behind it. Because Turkey games do not always slow down after a goal, sometimes they speed up. This is a value spot over 1.5, we'll lock it. Pick 3. Spain La Liga 2, Granada CF's Eibar, model 80% fair. Odds 1.25, bookie odds around 1.47. Let me tell you something. This is one of the best examples of how value works, because Segunda has a reputation. People think it is boring. People think it is low scoring, so the market of 10 prices overs like they are scary. But these two teams specifically have history. When they meet, you can get goals. It is not just a random Segunda game, and again, we're not asking for over 2.5. We're not asking for both teams to score. We're simply asking for 2 total goals. Granada at home will have spells of Sure, Eibar are a team that can compete and respond, so you have a natural push and pull, and that is what creates goals. Pressure, response, transitions, set pieces, one mistake. This is the kind of match where a 1-1 is very realistic. And if 1-1 is realistic, then over 1.5 is a smart play. Granada avs Eibar, over 1.5, wet take it. Pick 4, Italy Serie C Group C, Cosenzav's Crotone, model 85%, fair odds 1.18, bookie odds around 1.34. Now Italy always scares casual bettors, because they think Italy equals defense. But again, that is outdated thinking, and also people confuse different leagues. Serie C is not the same as Prime. Juventus defense era Serie C can be messy. Serie C and have mistakes. Serie C and have weird game flow. Cosenza Athome usually play with intent. They do not just accept a boring draw, and Crotone can contribute to. Even one contribution from Crotone makes this bet much easier. What we're really betting here is that at least one team shows up with a goal, and these goal can come from a set piece, a penalty, a counter, a late push. This is why over 1.5 is such a powerful market, because even if the match is tight, late game scenarios force goals. A team is down 1-0, they throw bodies forward and boom, 2-0 or 1-1. Kasenza vs Crotone over 1.5, pick 5 Turkey Ligi B Bodrum Spors vs Rizespor. Model 85%, fair odds 1.18, bookie odds around 1.30. I love this one because of the game personality. Rizespor are not strangers to high event matches. When a team has shown they can be involved in scorelines that swing, that is a huge green light for over 1.5 Bodrum Spo. Rathom should push, they will want control, they will want territory, and when you have one team pushing and another team capable of punishing, that is recipe for 2 goals. Also in these leagues, you get a lot of moments that help overs, defensive errors, goalkeeper mistakes, red cards, quick counters, set-piece chaos. Again, we don't need 5 goals, we need 2. This is a cleanse spot. Bodrum Spor, Rizespor, over 1.5, pick 6. Israel Lumit League, Hapoel, Kfar Shalem, Hapoel Ranana. Model 87%, fair odds 1.15, bookie odds around 1.27. This is one of my favorite picks on the list, and I want you to pay attention. When the model gives you 87%, that is strong. That means the match profile is screaming goals environment, and the recent patterns support it. Kfar Shalem games have been goal-friendly. When you see team regularly playing matches that in the 3-goal zone, you do not need to take the riskier line. You take the safer line and let the game do the work. Ranana are not so far away in the table. So it is not a dead game. It is not a match one team shows up and the other just accepts fate. This is competitive, and competitive games create chances. Even a 1-1 is enough. Even at 0 is enough. This is high confidence, over 1.5 spot. Hapoel Kfar Ranana, over 1.5 picks. It's even Portugal. Liga Portugal 2 Ferens vs FC. Porto B model 79%, fair odds 1.27, bookie odds around 1.37. Now Portugal's second division can be tight, but Porto B matches are usually not dead because B teams tend to play football, they develop talent, they take risks. Ferens Elche have recent scorelines that sit right in the 2-goal zone, 1-1, 2-1, 2-0. Those are exactly the results we're hunting. The biggest mistake people make is they see a lower league and assume no goals. But the over 1.5 line is not asking for a party. It is asking for. Our football, this match can land with 1 goal in each half. It can land with a late equalizer. It can land with an early goal that forces the other side to respond. Ferens FC Porto over 1.5. It is not just that the picks are strong. It is that the odds are above fair price. That is value. Now a quick mindset reminder. This is still betting. Nothing is guaranteed. A match can do something weird. Hard card can change tempo. A missed penalty can delay the goals. But value is how you win long term. If you consistently get paid above true price, you will come out on top. Overall large sample. And if I want to support the channel, bro, do 3 things. Like the video because it helps push it to more people. 2, comment which pick you are most confident in today, and 3, subscribe because we do this every day. Also, if you want me to post a live tracker in the Discord like we did before, say live tracker in the comments and I will keep doing it. Much love. Let's cash these overs today, and I will see you in the next one.